as a condition of your bond. If I find that you do, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
So,
He does have an eligible license.
Okay, I don't care what you're doing. If you want to drive, just go get insurance. Imagine you get into an accident, you kill someone, they're gonna come after you for
I
$50,000.
already got it. Already.
Just stop. You have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Jefferson. Okay, we're gonna give you an application. I'll look to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you, whether you're working, what kind of money you make, and then I'll see whether you qualify. We're gonna have bond conditions created for you. Do not leave until you sign them. So for now, I'll have you go to Victoria Center Reset. He's gonna give you an application, then we'll just take a seat from Bridge here.
Next judge is page 1, Arredondo, come on up.
Do you mind filing no driving?
Yes, please.
You are Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, sir.
So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. All right.
On April 21st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop for expired registration and made contact with the defendant, the passenger. Law enforcement officer observed a strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle and a canine alerted to the presence of narcotics in the vehicle. A backpack was found on the front passenger floorboard that contained 16 plastic jars with marijuana in each one, and a Glock 48 handgun was found under the front passenger seat.
You are very lucky that this is only charged as a Class A misdemeanor, Mr. Arredondo. You should know that you're not supposed to have any kind of weapons because you could be facing big time. I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You're not in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? If I find that you do, you become a danger to my public. I'm going to light you up. Do you understand?
Do, sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir?
At the moment, I don't.
I'm going to have you fill out an application. We'll take a look to see whether you qualify. Deputy Miranda, do you mind giving him an application? I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Don't have a weapon. Do you understand?
I understand.
Hold on. Can you run his license? You said he's driving, right?
No, Your Honor, he was the passenger.
He's passenger? Okay. All right, come on. Can you? Good morning, Ms. Santos. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's an assault of a family member,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay, yeah, sorry.
On April 21st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched with an assault in progress call. The officer arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that the defendant and him are in a dating relationship. The complaining witness stated that the defendant caught him watching pornography and got angry. The complaining witness stated that the defendant started to argue with him, and that's when the complaining witness tried to leave the defendant and bit him in the chest, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the complaining witness trashed the apartment and would not let him leave. The defendant admitted to trashing the apartment and stated that she was upset because she found naked women on the complaining witness.
Okay. Ms. Santos, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do we know whether he wants to have contact with her? State.
Just a moment, Your Honor. So we've not been able to make contact with the complaining witness yet, Your Honor.
No,
We've
okay.
attempted to reach out to them.
I don't know if he wants to have contact with you, so until I know, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with him. You're also not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand, man? If you violate these conditions, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go into custody and walk your bonds. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay. I can appoint you a lawyer today. So what I'll do is I'll have you go to Victoria Center, reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We will create bond conditions for you. Do not leave until you sign them, and then we'll have you talk to a lawyer shortly, miss. Please, I already have them.
Yep, it's open.
Yeah. So far, all states conditions.
That was just a no contact.
Yeah, and no weapons.
And a revocation.
Judge, did you want to start THAs? All right, next is page 16, Hickman. Come on up.
This is Ms. Hickman. Good morning, ma'am. Do you have a lawyer?
No, so I looked around and I wasn't able to, but the price was a little out of, my range, but I was wondering, I called up to see what I needed to do in order to like request one or just get more time and find one. I did get a lawyer's information that I met in the hallway as well.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, if the price is less than $5,000.
I mean, I can't tell you. There's
I know.
lawyers of all different types, it's just, you really have to put in a lot of effort to find one sometimes. There's a gajillion and one. 99% of them will put you on a payment plan where you can pay as you go. If you want, you can fill out an application. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you, how much money you make, what kind of car you drive. I mean, if you're driving a Benz, I can't appoint you a
Right.
lawyer, right? So Deputy Miranda can give you an application. I'll take a look. I need to know everything about you and then I'll take a look. Please.
All right, Judge, page 32. Steph, come on up. Go ahead and sign.
Good morning, Mr. Sutton. You have a lawyer today. Tell me what you're doing about that.
Basically, I've been working on getting a lawyer and paying different fines that I had. And it's just, think of,
You working?
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I guess, do you want to fill out an application to see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer?
Income's low. High, so I'm
Your income's high?
super high, but
If you have a high income, then you're probably not going to qualify. You need to be at or below, you need to be poverty level to qualify for an appointed lawyer, So you know better than I do. I don't know. If you want more time, I can give you more time, but your case is getting old, sir.
yes, sir. I mean, next time I'll
Okay,
approach you.
not a problem. Just, we'll have you head off to Victoria and then we'll have you sign a reset.
Thank
Sweet.
you.
Judge, next is page 33, Taylor. Go ahead and sign this.
Just, you can give her an application if she wants one.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Ms. Taylor, did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? Okay. Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application.
Attorney Fisher, last page. All right, here you go, here you go.
Let's, Dolphus, did you appoint him? This is the one that we rolled that was Broussard's, remember? Yeah, jail case.
Yes, we got Bernardo.
Great.
Yeah.
Is he on docket today?
It was just, it's a motion, we were waiting on motion to discuss from Bernardo, but then we saw that, the previous attorney filed withdrawals and we put those in.
Lori, hey. Hi, good morning.
I'm approaching on Christopher Brooks in jail. He was on bond for a criminal trespass and picked up a theft third offender.
What do you want? Oh, you don't want anything? Just whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah, the other one's not set for June.
Brooks.
Judge, there was one more too, Jay. Page 34, Walker. Dachter.
What's the last name?
Walker. Page 34.
Hey, Mr. Walker, do you have a lawyer today?
Nah, I need one. Can't afford one.
Do you work?
No, sir.
What do you do?
Well, right now, I don't bond right now, so, I tried to get my old job back, but I lost my license, so I ain't able to drive right now. So I was driving trucks, box trucks, but they took my license on the last case that I caught, so
So how do you support yourself now?
right now, I'm just trying to survive right now, so. But I got this situation and I'm trying to put it behind me so I can move forward.
And if you want to apply for a lawyer, I'll give you an application, but I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks what what you've done to get a job. I'm not going to just let you float around and do nothing while the Harris County people have to just pay for everything and foot everything. So
I understand that.
But I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks to
I
see what you.
understand that, but I don't have.
So do you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? We'll give you an application. 2 weeks. Come on. Ms. Reedy.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey.
Hi, I am here on Ashley Salas. She has a bond violation. See her, Judge.
I'm going to send her for a test right now. Ms. Reedy.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Jim.
do you mind sending Ms. Salas for a drug test now, please?
Hey, want me to pop back on in a few of the
Chat
hour?
me your cell phone, chat me your cell phone, and then I'll let you know when she gets back.
Perfect. Thanks, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's see here. I, Bennett Nwobodo, who is currently on today's docket. I have a standard rep discovery order that is in your queue for
Right.
your review, if I may have
Okay.
it. Your signature, Your Honor.
And then it's 50 days, so, whatever you guys need.
Okay,
Got it.
I believe that's it. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Your Honor, may I approach?
And now?
Allison Nawoma. The bond issue.
What's the last name? What was the last name again?
Nawoma,
Is that with an N or with
Iwoma, I'm sorry.
I?
Iwoma.
Got it. Come up, Miss Iwoma. She's skipping and she's testing positive. What are we supposed to do?
Judge, I don't know.
Jail. That's what we do.
She could maybe have an ankle monitor.
But what's that going to do? I mean, she's still consuming. You're charged with DWI second. I ordered it out to you. So you either don't care about bond conditions or you have a problem. I don't know what to do. But obviously, no means no. Not only are you testing positive, but you have 19 skipped tests. So I'm going to assume all those tests mean that you continue to consume.
I never.
I don't want you to, no,
A minute.
nothing is required for you to say. I'm just telling you that at this point in time, I have to revoke your bond. You're forcing me to. She goes with you.
Ron, would you consider setting a new bond?
Bond I set at 2,000 now. I'll set it at 5,001.
No.
Set it at 5,001 and then
Let
counsel.
me approach, I just couldn't hear.
I'm going to set it at 5,001. I'll only go up, half. But, if and when she does bond out the next time, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on her, so she's not
Yeah.
skipping. And then there's nothing to say really. Just please admonish her that if it happens again, this time it's going to be
Much more severe.
right.
But the bond is gonna be set at
5,001. You mind? Please. Yeah. Okay. So what'll happen now is at some point she's gonna bond out again. She'll get another 7-day setting. She'll have to come in immediately and then we're gonna order her now to have the scram device put on her ankle. Okay?
Okay, then that's it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Judge, what was that?
I won't.
How much was it, Judge?
5,001. Hey, was Walker the one that we're bringing back in 2 weeks? Hi, guys, come on up. Hey.
Sort of, and I'm this.
Yes. So is he here? Okay, what do you guys want to do?
So Your Honor, it's my, sorry, it's my just kind of for this court, you know, you don't like to take time served offers on someone that's been kicked out of the case.
Does he already have a PTI dismissal?
No, Your Honor. So
Then I'm okay.
He was kicked out.
Yeah, I'm okay
Okay.
with, no. I'm certainly okay with it. If a prior dismissal, that's when I have an issue.
No, this was.
Then-
someone that was-
No, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can go ahead.
Yeah.
An off docket matter,
What's your cost notes?
249
Okay.
616. This is Mr. Kirkwood. So Mr. Kirkwood is having some like serious mental health issues and he's supposed to be getting medication. And he's in Mississippi now. He keeps getting moved back and forth from Mississippi to here because of court dates. And we keep getting in line to see the psychiatrist at the facility that he's at. And he gets taken out of that line because he keeps getting transferred. And so I was wondering if we could do an off docket reset to put his misdemeanor court date in line closer to the felony court dates, so he can like stay at a facility long enough to actually get.
Absolutely, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
I'm down with whatever you need. If you
Okay.
need money for something to go get one, I'm
Yeah,
happy
it's
to give
just-
that to you.
He keeps,
know?
he keeps getting in line to see the doctor at the jail that he's at, and then he keeps moving, so he's never ever actually able to see the
How
doctor.
can we put a stop to that so that stops happening?
It's a jail thing, it's a housing thing.
I get it, but do we need to put him on the docket every single day so that it doesn't happen? Roll him day for day?
No. I mean, the thing is it's, yeah, he's getting good treatment in Mississippi right now. He's like, I've spoken to his family and stuff.
Like better than here?
Yes,
This
yes, and so
is surprising.
I'm happy to like, call the facility and get him in line to see the psychiatrist. He just never stays long enough to actually see somebody. Okay, okay.
So, I mean, and if you need me to speak to like administration to
No, I mean, it's fine.
ask them not
They're not doing
to.
anything wrong. It's just they keep moving people and so no one can get treatment. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Josh. Did you see that she picked up the other case?
I didn't see a new case.
Hey, when we took her into custody, she had, so they filed. From what I hear, did they? Do you know if they did or not?
They were filing it. I'm still not seeing anything online.
Oh, she had something on her when they took her into custody and they filed a new case.
Oh,
I was not aware of that.
yeah, I heard, so they said that they were filed. They haven't filed anything.
Well, I was going to approach for bill review, but I guess I didn't realize she had the new case.
It's not filed
Well,
yet,
it's not filed yet. Okay.
but looks like it's going to.
Okay.
What do you want to do here? We still have the trial setting, or she still want to keep it?
Yes, she does want to keep the trial setting.
Okay, so just leave it as is, and then, if she makes bond, then I'm gonna put some intense conditions on her, but other than that, I'm not giving her a
Consider
PR.
reducing the bond amount. You wouldn't consider reducing the $5,000 in one.
What do you want?
So I was asking for a $2,000 bond, Judge.
State's gonna be opposed, Your Honor, just based on the fact that essentially looking at a new case, we. Just a moment, Your Honor.
I mean, she like, you know,
Understood, yeah, there's more coming, yes.
I can rebel. It's
Judge, the state's still gonna be opposed, we're to.
I mean, I'll go down a little bit, but just, you know. See, once go down $2,000 on parks.
Those, giving a 5,000 on bond violation. Just pass it by copy.
to show public job.
How old is this case? She still wants to keep the trial setting too, so, I mean, but be ready, huh? Please.
And I let Victoria know we have a grand jury set up, next.
Oh, really?
Grand jury.
Okay.
I don't, it'll be pushed this way because they use.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Josh. All right.
So
Hi,
let's
Joe.
Say it, Bob.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 5. Hunter, Joseph, how are you, man? Good to see you. What's new?
I've got a petition for non-disclosure for Felipe Herb on the docket.
Unopposed? I'll sign it.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you got it. You too, just have put it in the queue and I'll sign.
Yes, sir, may I approach Your Honor? Yes, sir, Your Honor. I am here on Miss Jessica Sanford. Miss Sanford is in a situation where her daughter's supposed to be graduating out of state, Your Honor. And it's for a period covering May the 15th through May the 19th. However, she is on a bond condition that requires her to be randomly tested for drugs and alcohol. So I'm respectfully asking the court to allow her to go to her daughter's graduation and to exclude any possible testing during the period of May 15th to May 19th.
So I'm not gonna exclude the testing, but
Yes,
if
sir.
she gets called upon, she'll have to go to a Quest diagnostic wherever she is and
Yes,
get the
sir.
test done. And if I'm not incorrect, I think that we've already had several bond violations, have we not?
Yes, sir, we had, Judge.
Right.
So they might come.
So she's on bond for this case. She picked up the felony PCS.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So for me to say not to use, and you're not gonna get tested, and she's going to a graduation.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
So,
I'll let her know, Judge.
so if she does get called
She have to go to that diagnostic center in Quest in that particular.
and get it to you, and if she doesn't, tell her that a warrant will issue.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Mr. Dixon.
Yes, ma'am.
Joseph checked in.
No, we did. Thank you.
Chief Lord, do you have a lawyer today?
Not today. I just started a brand new job. I talked to a lawyer, I talked to 2 lawyers. I can show you my proof of.
I don't care.
offer.
The only thing I know
Yes, sir.
is that your case is 1,174 days, and I'm ready to set it for trial.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
I will give you 2 weeks, have a lawyer,
Okay,
and I'm setting your case for trial the next time we come back. Do you understand?
okay, yes, sir.
I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. Wait, hold on a second. Do we have bond conditions in place? This is an assault of a family member. Oh. So we'll take a put you on a GPS.
Yes, sir.
I have it with you now.
Yes, sir. I have it on me.
These conditions are in place. You're not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. You have to monitor. And I'm telling you, the next time, it's not going to go well. The bond, hit the clouds if you miss again. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
2 weeks, please.
Thank you, Judge.
And then, hey, Vic, next setting, clear trial. You ready?
Judge?
Yeah.
Judge, Mr. Chauncey Joseph is here again today. I believe you had told him to come back and show some sign that he's going to get a job, ID and stuff. He say he hasn't gotten it done, Judge.
Okay, so we'll roll it for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Boye, I'm ready when you are. If you bring your client up, we need to have him sign.
Well, he did already. He signed already.
Oh, he did? Okay, did you sign? Okay, come on up. You know, one day, it may not be today, may not be tomorrow. One day, you're going to say, why didn't I get that thing done? You had the opportunity to get this thing dismissed, and now you will end up taking, now you will end up taking a conviction. This will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Even after you die, it's still going to be there. The next time you get pulled over, first thing an officer does, they're going to look at your record. They see this DWI, they roll up to your window, they smell alcohol or dope. It's probably not going to go well. Do you understand? From now on, what we're doing today, no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail. Any new cases that you pick up, not to mention that, you pick up another DWI, it's a surcharge of around $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, like I said, this will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. There is also a $3,000 surcharge that tacks onto this. Is your client indigent, Mr. Boye?
It appears because he's not been able to even pay the attorney's fees. So I believe it is.
What do you do for a living?
I'm self-employed, I do wood fencing.
You're allowed to make mistakes, Mr. Soto.
Yeah.
But when you make mistakes that you endanger other people's lives, we really rain down on you and we bring the pain. So if you want to get lit, if you want to have 32 beers, 52 shots of tequila, don't get into a car. For $40, one button will take you wherever you want to go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Have you pleaded this offense guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. I'm now going to waive the $3,000 fee that would normally apply to you. But I'm going to tell you, you come back with another one. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 fee. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Please see the clerk. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Hey,
Here on Mr. Lorenzo Grace.
Graves?
Grace, Graise, I believe.
I see.
And I think I was here on Friday on that case too. And this case is supposed to be, took the PTI on a felony. And it was, I didn't come back by to see if they had dismissed this case.
You mean if he took a PTI upstairs, they would dismiss this case down here?
No, that's nonsense. That's, yeah.
State,
That was, I need just a moment to discuss with. Anyway.
is Blaze here?
He had run up to 260.
Oh, can you give me a little,
I'll wait.
well, hold on. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Did Mr. Gracie get into a PTI upstairs? Do you know?
It's on paper, true.
Page
I do
13.
know, I do know that he did accept the PTI, for your honor. I just wanted to
If he actually got in.
make sure that
Yeah.
we're all good on our.
Actually, that's for,
April 23rd. And they reset his court date until October 27th of 2025.
Okay, so it looks like he's in. So hang tight. Blaze, our chief, comes at, I'm sure at that point, I think he'll dismiss him.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Madam Mayor.
Yeah.
Judge, I have Ms. Aristelsi on the docket, and she had the drug test on Friday. She was rolled to today. And it came back negative, Judge.
Yes, sir. They came back, something negative.
Well,
And Judge, I've submitted the DWI PTI application and the character letters. I'm just waiting to hear back.
fantastic. Great job.
Trying to.
That's awesome. No, great. That makes me very happy. That's awesome. Good job. So just keep it up, one day at a time, And we all get stressed out. I have a friend that punches trees when he gets so upset, right? His calcified knuckle looks like it's gross, but that's what he does. Everybody has an out. Find it.
Trust me,
Something
your head is in my mind
something-
every time.
like productive, helping perhaps exercise. That's what I do. I have 4 kids. They drive me up the freaking wall every single day, but I run. That's how I deal with it. Great job. So, you wanna,
We're gonna get a standard reset, Judge, and
sure, you're gonna get tested again, so just be careful, right?
we can schedule the TRAS now, but she's not been approved yet. I guess we might want to wait for her to be approved or.
Yeah, I'd probably say so, because
Yeah.
now we're seeing a lot more denials than ever.
Oh, we are? Okay.
So, yeah, I don't wanna,
Put the cart before the horse. Right.
yeah, can we waive the fee on that?
They'll have to do like a financial affidavit and all that.
Just waive the fee on the TRAS?
Oh, I can wait to be on the
Okay,
TRS.
please, yeah. Let's wait regardless, because I don't want you to have to go through this whole dog and pony show if not. So let's set it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Sure.
And then we'll come back and we'll see if it's.
See if we get a response. Okay, I'll do that, Judge. Just have her take.
Thank you, Judge. My son follows you on TikTok. I don't want him to see me on there.
Just take a seat real
Thank
quick.
you.
Hey, Judge, I have one more. This is an off docket. If I can give you the cause number.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll see. Any information she can add. Okay.
James, what happened?
So apparently, Ms. Aristelsi was denied PTI because of her bond violations. They have a brand new case note in there. So I'm gonna email Ms. Geis and see if there's any way, what'd you say, Judge?
I'm gonna appeal it,
Judge, if there's maybe more additional character letters
whatever you need to do.
okay,
It's not old, right?
right. I think it's a couple.
It's all, so take your time.
Yes, Judge, I'm gonna see if there's any way we can work around that. I've actually, this is the first time I've encountered denials for bond violations, but I guess they do add.
That's how I've seen it too.
Okay, Judge, and I have one more whenever you're ready.
What is it?
It's a 253-1383. Judge, this is Mr. Hubler. I don't know if you remember this one, Judge. He's here. He has a warrant out. I believe the offer was for him to.
Come up, Mr. Hubler.
Yes, he'd completed his drug rehab, and the offer was originally, if they'll honor the same offer, was to dismiss it with completion of drug rehab.
Mr. Hubler comes when Mr. Hubler wants to come.
Well, Judge, he was in drug rehab.
I didn't have access to a phone.
Show me, let me see.
This is the paperwork. And if you look at his mugshot, he looks a lot different now.
7 months clean.
Good job.
Thanks.
Great.
I'm planning on working for the Salvation Army to help other people to get clean and sober and keep myself clean and sober.
Great job. Really, great. We just need to know where you are. I get it. So you don't have to say anything. I get it. And I'll recall the warrant. Do you mind?
He did have me approach off docket, but he was in warrant status. He wasn't here, but he did have me try to address it without him
Good
present
job.
while he was in
Yeah, I'm
drug.
proud of you. One day at a time, just keep up the good work. We're behind you. We want to support you as much as we can, and of course, we're going to recall the warrant.
That's what I was trying to see if we can do our original.
I'm gonna see if Blaze will, because you probably need to speak to Blaze about that.
Yes, just hang tight with us. I'm going to have him talk to the chief, see where we go from here. Oh, it's not an adoption. It's
No, Judge, it's off.
just hang tight.
Yeah.
Ready?
I can give you that.
253-1382. Yeah.
I see what you're hearing. Well, yes, though.
Hey, Colin. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? This morning I have two cases that I wanted to approach about. One is a Quabena Darko.
Okay. Darko's in custody?
Yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up. I've attempted to discuss the cases with him. Serious
Are you,
concerns. He has a pretty mental health as far as there've been several cases in the past. He hasn't been, he's been declared incompetent. Actually in the discovery, there's a UT Health. So I just want to get that eval because right now, as I've tried to explain it to him, I don't
we'll
think.
do it.
he
We'll set
understands.
it. So you need to file the documents.
Okay,
There's documents to file and I'll sign it today. And then you get a 30-day setting so that they can go evaluate them.
okay.
And then we'll come back and then if,
Run that by you. All right. Also, Faith Taylor, this case is really old. I was just appointed today.
they're in custody as well?
No, she actually was sent to do a drug test right now, but she's coming back.
I don't remember sending it to Taylor.
Page 33, Taylor.
Do you have an offer on this case? Stay.
Not yet, Judge.
Of course, I'll give you a setting. Just please admonish her. If she takes off again, the bond is going to be extremely high because the court case is 425 days old now. I'm going to give you a setting. Hopefully they'll put an offer on you now and then we'll give you like 30 days and then just let us know what you want to do.
30 days. And so then it's take off or a good trial? Take off or
Yeah,
a
I mean,
good
because it's 400.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, we'll give you one setting. She must be here at the next setting. Okay, so no waived appearances.
Okay.
And then hopefully at the next setting, you guys can work something out.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, of course.
All right. Thank you. Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I
Hi.
have a plea.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind bringing them up?
Quiet for a plea.
All right, good morning, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You know what happens if you ever pick up another one? Guess. Uh-uh. Please. You're looking at a felony offense the next time you try to snag a pack of gum, a pack of smokes, case of beer. You're looking at years instead of days. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Wilson. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never try to change this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of theft, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will send it to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Please see the clerk.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, he said it was dismissed.
What did he do? So what happened?
Yeah, just talk to the chief. He said he's dismissed it. So,
I'll send it as soon as I get it. Is he here or no?
yeah.
If he wants a copy, we just let him know. We'll give him a copy.
He's not even here today.
Oh, he's not here. I thought you said he was here too.
No.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
I think this would be set from that. Right.
Judge, Ms. Amy has been emailing me. She was asking what time tomorrow. I imagine the same time as last time, 9 a.m. panel. The defense attorney on the trial.
At 9.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I come back briefly regarding court costs?
Sure.
He is a personal trainer. He is self-employed. He's not working for a gym. He's not guaranteed any employment, so his income does fluctuate. He does support himself and his mother. I would ask that court.
The theft, he didn't do well in his first one. He's now getting another slap on the wrist. Somehow we have to get a hold of your attention. You know, I mean, we're gonna give you time to pay. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect good results.
Yeah.
More so for others.
And a child, right?
Hi.
Your Honor, may I
Hey,
approach?
please. Good morning. How are you?
See you.
Here on last name Jaramillo Jimenez. And Your Honor, I pick a jury today at 1 o'clock in Montgomery County. We just pray to the court for a brief reset, and then ultimately we'll come back and plea him out. Because I
You
know
wanna
it's
do a
no
plea?
case. Yes, Your
I
Honor.
thought you were working for a PTI, no?
Well, after I conferred with the state and I saw a lengthy criminal history,
Okay.
I
2
think
weeks?
I think it might be futile.
2 weeks?
I would say so, Judge.
Okay. You got
Thank you very much. May I be excused from the bench? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, hi. Good morning.
Judge, I represent this gentleman on 2 prior cases. He picked up a 3rd one. He does have an immigration hold. That is Mejia, Melkin, Andonis, Mejia. And
Yeah.
the other 2 cases, Judge, are set for trial on the 20th of this month. It's an assault family member and a interference with emergency requests. And now he's got a new case. Well, it's actually an old case, but
Has he been in custody the whole time and they filed it or?
no,
He was out.
He was out on bond and now he got picked up.
Okay, so
And he's got an immigration hold. Judge.
well, I'm gonna revoke the bond, I guess, on the interference because that's still on bond, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
5,003.
Yes, Judge.
And then do you want to keep the trial setting?
Judge,
You
it's set for
representing-
May 20th.
I'm sorry, Ramona?
It's set for May 20th. She said this month, but it's May 20th.
No, I show 5/20.
No, it's not.
May 20th?
20.
That's 5/20. Yeah.
Okay, do you still want to do that? Or, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna keep it. So I'm gonna set the old AFM and the interference at 5,003 on Mejia. And then I'll keep the new one as is, as set by the magistrate. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's. And then I'll do bail orders here momentarily. Okay. Who's your second case? You said you had 2.
He's got, no, that's
Only had one person? Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Jefferson?
Got it. All right, I'm signing it right now.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Jefferson?
Oh, hi, Kavita. What's going on?
Did you have a good weekend?
Great.
I
It's
have,
really quick.
it is very quick, unfortunately.
You?
Issues, but that's always,
Plumbing issues. I know. I had plumbing issues too. Like, this toilet was, and I'm like a YouTube repairman. I love going to YouTube repair things. So I got this huge auger, put it in, and then all the water goes everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, but it fixed it. But there was shit water.
I would never attempt to fix my own plumbing issues. I'll stick to what I do.
Yeah, it's great. You save a lot of money.
But I have Thomas Murdoch on your docket.
Okay.
He missed a drug test because he's working in Tennessee. You wanted him to go get one of Quest Diagnostics. We rolled it to today for him to get that. He did send me confirmation that he's scheduled tomorrow morning at 9:20 a.m. to get it done. That was as soon as he could get it scheduled. With
Okay.
their
Yeah,
schedule.
I'm okay. We'll roll to tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Bottom of page.
Yeah. I have one more. It's Tristan Foster.
Okay.
It's one where he's got an agreement worked out in felony court where if he pleads there, they said they'll dismiss this one. And he has an offer that he's going to be taking soon. Could I get a reset to his felony set May 27th? Could we get it set the same day and just see if that works out there?
Okay, so the case is 210 days old.
Yes, Judge.
Is he here now?
Oh, yeah, Judge, he's here.
Come on up. I'm setting this case for trial
Yes, Judge.
that day. So if he doesn't go, or if he does something else, then I'm putting him to trial here. I can't sit here and wait and,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't he have to be here early in the morning on May?
Well, I'll waive it until, or I'll set it for the next day, but I'm not gonna sit here and,
Yeah, if we could set it maybe the day after, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And you have a deal there for 1244A, isn't that correct?
1244.
Are they offering you time served up in felony court?
Yes, I think it was 12 days, time served.
Okay.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this case for trial for 5/28. If it's not done upstairs, you must either accept something here, or you're being put to trial. But your case is 210 days old. You picked up a felony weed case while you have an open weed case here. I can't show you preferential treatment, and you don't get rewarded for picking up felony cases. So if it doesn't go that day, it goes here. Do you understand?
Sir.
I think we'll resolve it before trial, Judge.
Just be ready, because if not, he's going here.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
See, okay, when to get your.
May 28th, Judge, you said?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey.
May we approach?
Please. How are you?
Approaching on Francisco Hernandez.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Judge. So he's set for a bond violation hearing. He is not in court today.
No.
Yes, Judge, I would just ask that it be reset for a few days or even just one day. And
Been able to reach out to him?
So I was out of town on Thursday and Friday. I was able to leave a message on his phone. However, ordinarily, I would like to try to run a public record search and look for any possible numbers.
Okay, so I'll set you for bond forfeiture for Wednesday.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. But if he's not here, okay,
I understand, Your Honor.
for sure.
Maybe excuse me.
Yes, sir. Because that'll be the second, I mean, that's because Friday he wasn't here, Monday he's not here, then that's it, okay?
Yeah.
I was able to email Danielle and question about John Ramirez, the case we had on Friday. Where they did the probation, I think, many conditions probation on felony, but we dismissed and we're trying to release him to the mental health center. And the sheriffs are still trying to get like a response. Set a new date for that.
Are we expecting Ariel Strong?
Not that I know
Ms. Woodward. What's that? Ms. Woodward.
And I say mine.
Stay.
Okay, be great.
¿Cómo estás?
Wow,
Good to see you. Are you? Oh, yeah, right in the middle.
And then if you want to talk to them about it as well, you know, to try to cross-reference, you know. Hey, guys, she says she's taking something. Like, I don't know. Either pulling up the prescription list, so I haven't, having them show it to you, but. Hey, you ready?
Address bond.
Say it again?
I said I want coming out to address on bond.
Okay.
Tyree Lucas. Kind of got the long and short of what I missed.
Know if he's gonna post bond?
I think so. He's probably gonna ask for it to be reinstated. His issue was he lost his paper with the date on it, and then he went on the clerk's website, which was good. But he typed in first name, last name, comma, first name. Then he called the courthouse, got transferred, but never got an answer. And probably should have done a little bit more than that, but that is what he did. He has mental health concern, but he is back on bail. He was taken up this day. But his mom is super involved.
That was my only other concern. It's like,
She's out of state, but she's very involved.
how's jail?
I have no speak for that one. It's a learning experience.
We have them for a reason. You know, we don't ask much for it from you. You know, the only two things we ask, we want our streets to be safe. And if you pick up a case, you got to show up to court. And when you do, good things happen. When you don't, this is what happens. Your lawyer's asking for me to reinstate your bond, and you've missed court once, which is not the end of the world. But my only other issue is I don't want to give you a bond and you go to the street. Because if you're going to the street, nothing good happens on the streets. So tell me about home. Where's he going to go? What's he going to do? I'm not letting him out to the street. I'm going to tell you that now.
He has two places he can go. He stays with his girlfriend off Broadway Street, or he can go to his grandmother who also lives in town. He was staying with his girlfriend prior to this, and
I like grandma better.
Yeah, grandma certainly
I was
better.
staying at both. For school and work, I was staying at both.
Yep, so he was staying at both, a little bit back and forth. He does staffing work, so while it's not a full-time employment, he does have jobs, but they are kind of come and go depending on the company's availability.
The terroristic threat is who? Who's the complainant? So it's not.
No, no family members, stuff.
That's correct, Judge. It's at a school.
A convenience store? I
Yes.
guess? Okay, so do me a favor, please. Will you, if you don't be so kind as to reach out to grandma? If she says that he can stay there, then I will reinstate his bond. And then, but I'm gonna order him to stay there. I don't want you going anywhere else, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night, and you're not to go to the store, and I don't want you to be in possession of weapons. No alcohol, no dope. Do you understand? I'm gonna test you like crazy. If I reinstate your bond, it will not happen again. You get one get out of jail free card, no more. Do you understand?
I understand now.
Okay. Just go, guys, go.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi, Eric. What's up, man?
Mr. Johnson on your docket this morning?
Okay.
Two things. One, they're waiting on restitution. Apparently he hit something that belongs to the city of Houston. I'm trying to find out how much that's going to cost to repair. I'm not clear on what it is.
David.
I'm sorry, the restitution of risk, I'm still trying to work on it. It's a Spanish speaking.
Oh, okay. Apparently another car.
It's another car.
Oh, it's another car.
And we got in contact with them, and then there was a little bit of frustrated later career, so I'm just trying to, it's someone that's moving to to.
Okay, I'll give you a week.
Yes, sir.
It's 190 days old. Have you done the mitigation pack yet?
All of his application mitigation is now in my hands.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good enough to turn in.
It's good enough that it's gonna go straight into the scanner when I get back to the office.
Okay. You're not missing anything? Okay, so let's,
We were missing one page of the application, but you filled in the missing part, so we're good.
great. So we'll set it off a week. I'll waive his appearance. And then, I guess if you can get it, please, so we can get that. So they're requiring restitution up
It's my
front
understanding that if he gets on PTI, he will be required to pay the restitution
throughout?
during that period.
Okay,
I think it's during the period, but I haven't had one, with the new changes for this ad restitution, so I'm.
do you know?
I do know, Judge, they requiring up front
Well,
from what I've seen, so it's been.
So it's even more important to find out what that number is.
yeah, okay, yes, all right. Okay, see you in a week. Thanks, sir. Hi. Hi, Justin. You too. Happy Monday.
Yeah, I have a blood discovery order from an off-docket case, Miguel Torres. Okay, it's just the standard one. Okay, great. Thank y'all.
For sure.
Have fun. Sorry. I'm trying.
It was ready? I got it. Wow.
So, kitchen case.
We're approaching on, it's an off docket, right?
This one, yes, it's off docket.
You need more time?
Yes, Judge. But so it is 3 days, but it wraps around the weekend, which is why I wanted the approach. It's for case number 2558323, Sulima Betancourt. Miami-Dade County, Florida is requesting originally the locals finished on April 17th, which would have had pickup by May 2nd. But they requested a 3-day extension, but it wraps around the weekend, so they can pick up by the 6th. They originally asked the 15th, but I said you likely wouldn't give it to them. So they came back, they were able to marshal resources to get by the 6th, which would be a 7th, which is a 3-day, it just wraps around.
I'm okay.
Okay.
And then you object to it?
Sounds good, Judge.
All right, we might have 2 more we have to approach, but I don't have enough information yet. Thank you, Judge.
So we'll come back. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I know that two people.
Why don't you guys just go talk, just go talk to them. You want that, a week or session. I told them it's a lot more work than you guys understand.
Listen, you need me?
Yes, Judge, I realize that I have Mr.
That's
Butler on
okay.
the docket.
Huh, tell me what you got.
He said for bond forfeiture, Mr. Butler.
Mr. Butler here?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
And
so,
I did have the sister's information, send her a text, make them aware that it would be revoked if he wasn't here today.
okay. Do you want to stay on or do you want to?
I'll stay on, Your Honor. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll let you know when we get him.
all right, sounds good. Thank you.
5,001 on Butler. Papa 3.
I got it straight. So we can approach. I have a few.
Her name is Laura, but I have two others. I'm just gonna let the judge know about that. So. Jared, Is the blood in? Oh, yeah. Or is it a blood?
I don't.
That is. Ever since yes.
I mean, it's not your fault.
This is, I have Jeremiah.
You ready?
That's, oh, that's the one that. Oh, yeah, the judge know about things.
Hey, ready?
Yeah, well, she's outside trying to pull up her stuff. I Googled it, but it says that it can test positive for Adderall.
What is it? What does it take? What's
Adderall, but the generic version of Adderall.
I've only seen one other and that's not it. I mean, that's not going to test positive for that, is it? Adderall for meth? No.
That's what she said.
That's,
But I wanted to, while she's outside looking that up, her prescriptions, I was just gonna ask you about a couple others. It's okay. So I have, Ralphie Jimenez, I'm just giving you an update. He completed his community service, all right? That's when I gave you the thing. And
so he had 16 hours of community service in a class for the dismissal.
And he's outside in the hall taking the class. On the phone. The problem was, Your Honors, he called me over the weekend. He's homeless, he's living in his truck, and he didn't have a credit card when he went to sign up for the case, for the class. So when he came in today,
I'm glad that he's doing it.
so he's doing it right now in the hallway. He started around 8. It's a 2-hour course. He should finish up today. Okay. And then, I have let's see, Jeremiah Cummings. And that's the one that you wanted us to revisit probable cause on. It's the deadly conduct where he pulled out a weapon. He didn't, brandish it. I mean, he didn't point it at the complaining witness. I think the chief is gonna look something up. But I can come back on that, I guess. Okay.
Is that it?
Those are the only 3 I have. All right. So, yes. And then I'm gonna go check on her. I'll be back.
Back again, Judge.
Okay. Guess who's back? Back again.
I missed Sandy already.
Guess who's back?
He's done, right? Yeah, she ended her internship, so now she's studying for the bar and taking.
Oh, Amy? Nice.
We're here for Ronaldo Cruz, Judge, on docket today, 2561.
Whoa. Hey, you're so fast. 256.
1430.
Okay.
So this one, Judge, we're waiting for locals, but he refused on April 25th. I'm gonna go ahead and enter in the pre-signed waiver to have the order of remand and provide a copy to council.
Wow, he'll have a local, man.
Yes, and they're quite egregious, and so I figured by the time they resolve, whether he changes their mind, it's just easier to put in the order. That way there's no fuss down the line whenever they're resolved or if he gets a bond.
He's hilarious. Yes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with hearings. Now that Amy's out.
You have to come to work now.
No, I have to be in two places at once now. That's the problem.
So he'll get 12 years on this. Or if, for whatever.
It's possible. It's.
I mean, it's a good one. Did you see the waiver? Did you see the pre-sign waiver? Do you need to explain it to him? Or did you do it already?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Hold on, let me give this to you so you can use that.
I have it.
You got it?
And I'll still track locals, obviously, for May 23rd. So
You're gonna have a long time to track.
I know. That's why I wanted to put it in now.
You got it.
So, yes, sir. Judge, the chief and, we want to ask you, would you approve a plea bargain on Joseph Chauncey with the understanding that all of the concerns that you addressed are going to be part of its probation, which were, we told him to take a T-RAD, and we took the T-RAD. We got the T-RAD results back. And the T-RAS result, I'll let the person who's the expert in this tell you what they were, Mr. Torres. Give it out.
And they'll have with leading readiness and safety for me. They'll also enroll him in a vocational program and help him.
That's great. Absolute. Hell yeah.
You do it?
Yes, that's great.
I've also put in, there's like obviously all those conditions as well as get the T. So it's actually.
And a damn ID.
Okay, I'll add an ID.
Right. Yeah, we'll do it, Judge.
I'm down. Yeah, sure.
We just want to run it by you before we come up here. Okay.
Weapons that you trust. So. Just go straight there. If it is still 19. First one is 1 year.
Okay.
We open everything until 5 PM, so you have to carry the day. Do not go outside. You can be inside with the device pretty cracked.
Oh.
Morning, Judge. How you doing, Your Honor? I was just appointing Mr. Walker this morning. Judge, I just spoke with my client. It seems like, I was trying to figure out, so is the court asking him to come back in 2 weeks or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come up, Mr. Walker. Shh.
The reason why I'm asking, Judge, is because I spoke to my client. It seems like his young lady was murdered 3 days ago. So his whole family is dealing with a lot of grief and funeral planning. He's trying to be there for his family emotionally. So I'm not sure how long this grieving process is going to last, but right now.
I don't know about any of this. I have a lot of people that tell me things. All I know is that you've not been working. I don't want you using, and I just want you to be productive. That's all I want. I'm not asking you to split the atom, do anything crazy. Just be an upstanding person. That's all I'm asking. I get that you may be grieving, but the world your life doesn't go on hold forever. You need to continue and work and do life. Does anyone rely on you? Do you have kids?
My kids rely on me.
How many kids you got?
I got 4 kids.
4 kids? When's the last time you've had a job?
I was just working, but I got my license got suspended. So I can't drive a box truck without my license, sir.
Those 4 kids don't stop eating because your license got suspended. They don't stop getting clothes on their back because you got your license suspended. Their lives go on. They continue to eat 3 times a day. They still need clothes. That's why.
Judge, maybe I was wondering if there's like an alternative solution we could do, like maybe if he could send me proof that maybe he's taken an effort to look for work, but
The other
not
thing
not
is
coming to
this,
work.
is that I want to drug test you because
That's fine.
I'm ordering you and I don't want you to be using illegal drugs while you're on these. All I'm asking is that you be productive. That's all I want, especially if you have 4 little mouths that depend on you. It's not fair to them.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know what I mean? That's why.
But my little brother just got killed, so I'm grieving right now. I hear I get what you're saying too. You
I
gotta
understand you're
it.
grieving,
Where I'm coming from
but
too.
they still need to eat.
They taken care of though. They're taken care of. No, I don't know because
So it does seem like my client has some type of like custody rights. Maybe he has a right to visitation, but he doesn't provide for them. So it seems like they're being taken care of, Judge. I understand that my client wants to be productive.
You are man enough to have 4 children, then you are man enough to work and provide for those kids. No one else should have to take care of those kids.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's just the bottom line. So I'm bringing him back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a job.
So what if my brother's funeral on that day? So you want me to come to
I
court?
will give you the day after. I'll give you a couple days after. It's not a big deal. I will let you pick the day, Mr. Walker.
Or could my client send me proof and I can show you, Judge, that he is applying to places or making an effort to get employment, so therefore he
I'm gonna
can
drug
stay
test.
with
I'm gonna drug test. So look, I'll give you 3 weeks. It's not a big deal, but I just want a real concerted effort. That's it. I'm not asking for much. Okay, thanks. 3 weeks. Hey, ready?
Come over.
We're good, right?
Yes, I just didn't know if,
No,
we needed to
we're
talk to
good.
you.
Just be good, man.
Yes, sir.
Just stay in touch. You've got a great lawyer. It will help you out. Stay in touch. Don't lose. Don't lose us. Okay, man. We got it.
We're approaching on Mr. Jeremiah Cummings. That's the one about the deadly conduct.
I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember what I had for breakfast, so you're gonna have to refresh my memory. What happened?
Yes, sir. I'll just read the summary. On April 11, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to a family disturbance call and met with the complaining witness. The complaining witness said that an argument occurred between her and the defendant, and that the defendant grabbed his handgun and held it in his hand as his anger intensified. The complaining witness left the apartment due to fear, returned to the apartment and contacted the sheriff's office to report the incident. When the officer approached the defendant, he stated, "I'm not talking, I'm answering questions," gathered his things and grabbed a handgun and placed it in his hand. The officer then drew a weapon and said, shoot me then." The deadly conduct, Your Honor, is alleged based on the fact that the defendant was holding the gun during the argument with the complaining witness.
Does that mean that if anyone ever gets into an argument and has a gun in their hand, that they're literally, I mean, theoretically guilty of a deadly conduct just by virtue of, and then what kind of argument can it be? What level of discourse must there be for someone to be,
Right, and.
That can't be the law.
Talk about this one where it's not a terroristic threat or a hang off, and nothing was really said, it was like the point is, at her, we have also spoken.
So, I mean, think about this. Like, let's say you and I are arguing, right? And I'm mad at you and I just, I get the gun just to put it somewhere else,
Right. I get it. And I mean, wasn't charged as an ag.
I get it, but
we have spoken to the complainant. I think I remember last time with this case, you wanted to hear from the complainant. Just before you made a PC,
Do
you have anything else?
She's not, from what we can see, she's not, she wants to be around him. She said he had a gun, was.
Is he here?
No,
He's not
he
here?
waived his appearance.
Right. I remember. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna find no problem.
All right. Did you want to also then speak to Mrs.
Come up, ma'am. You tested positive for meth. I can't let you go. That's just it's too much. You know, I have to revoke your bond, ma'am.
I don't do nothing, I'm prescribed.
I just tested you. You tested positive for meth.
Yes, sir, but the medication that I'm taking, that's why I've been trying to get it.
Adderall doesn't test positive for meth. Show me a study, show me something that says Adderall tests positive for meth, but no, I don't believe that's a good, I mean, I'm in pre-trial, it's just. Have you heard of Adderall testing positive for meth?
I have not heard.
No. You're supposed to give, when you're being supervised by pretrial, you are supposed to give them any and all prescriptions that you're taking so that they can cross-reference any positives with any kind of drugs that you're taking. Adderall doesn't test positive for meth.
That's not the only thing that I'm taking, sir.
So when she was in court the first time, she really was in a blank state.
I get it.
mean,
I'm not
and-
talking.
And so at that time, when I asked about all the different prescriptions, she was very like scatterbrained. She was able to provide me with the prescriptions that they gave her when she went to the hospital for the assault.
So let's do this.
So-
Let's do this. Let's do this. I will give, you can give that to them so they can check it out to see if there's something that will possibly test positive for meth. But I just don't think there is. You're not, I've ordered you not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, you're not to use. There may be things that happen in our lives. You're supposed to find a good way to be able to deal with, PTSD. We all have it. We all do. But you have to find a positive way to deal with things. And illegal drugs is not it, especially when you're on bond for a very serious crime. So take a seat from the jury box. I will have them check it out to see what, if anything would, but.
Just for clarity for the court, she's already provided prescriptions that she has when she went to test.
I don't know, maybe she has something different. And have you looked at all those prescriptions?
I mean, all that's been disclosed is two of the prescriptions.
Okay, ma'am, take a seat for me in the jury box. Hey, yeah.
I'm first time taking humans on the job.
Oh, he picked up an aggravated robbery.
Well, Judge, the case was brought recently, however, he didn't pick it up. It's a 2B warrant. The allegation is from December. The allegation in this case is from January, so there's no new law violation.
I haven't done anything with his bond. He's in custody because of the ag rob regardless. He's being held at no bond. Have you seen this?
Yes, Judge.
Is this in fact true?
I'm sorry, Judge.
The ag rob, is it from?
That's true. That's true.
I'll leave it as is then. I would touch it and then, it's from May 21. I guess they're holding him at no bond until that time.
From what I see, Judge, he does a $30,000 bond set on the aggro, but
Oh.
that's.
Well, it must have just got. That's. You're right. Yeah. They set the bond at the 30,000. Okay. What do you want to do?
I judge, if we could just have a reset after the felony date.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Hold on a second though, but I need to put conditions on it because I don't know how dangerous he is now that we have an ag rob. Let me see what the conditions are. Yes.
That's why you need to start it.
Hey, can I have you to look something up, please, real quick? The last name is Newman. It's on the jail docket today. It's on page 51. Newman. They filed it. We have him on bond for 2 cases. They just filed an ag rob on him. Did they not set any conditions on the ag rob? And what happened? Did he, what happened to the ag rob?
On the ag rob?
Yeah.
We decided that we should kill their shootings.
There is. The bond seems to be set, but it's still on warrant status and they haven't addressed the conditions.
It's set till May 21st. It's set for like a month away. I don't, you know?
They filed all the information, state recommended conditions, but they haven't addressed bond conditions.
What happened?
The complaint was a locksmith, filed out help the defendant. The defendant provided complaint with the that identified him as himself. The defendant was stated that the complaint was sent to help the defendant and the defendant, the distraction informed the complaint witness the cost of unlocking services of $5. The defendant agreed to pay via cash app, and the complaining witness received $35. The defendant then told the complaining witness he needed a new key, and the complaining witness told the defendant it would cost $200. The defendant then lifted his hoodie, displaying a firearm, and told the complaining witness to give the defendant everything back. The complaining witness sent the $75 back to the defendant, locked the car, and called police, causing the defendant.
Wait. That's it. Was this in the middle of the night or during the day?
It was at 5:30 a.m.
Okay, so guys, so curfew, no weapons. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yes, thanks. Hi.
Hey, Judge
Hey,
Member.
Charles, how are you, man?
It's good to see you.
What's new? Been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You all right?
How are things upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a different world, isn't it?
It's.
Here, it's kind of, yeah.
But I'm here. I'm here today.
Did you get a new case with us?
I got a new case, yes, sir. Mr. Robinson, Xavier Robinson. It's an MAJ. Apparently, he takes his MAJ here and then gets arrested in Liberty County. Right. Correct.
Is it on docket or is it not on docket?
It is on docket. He's in custody.
Who's in custody? Okay.
So he ends up getting in custody in Liberty County. He stays there until January of this year when he is released from Liberty County Jail and then does not report. And so essentially does nothing because he does not report once he finally gets out of custody. That's where we are.
What did he pick up over there?
It was ag assault with a deadly weapon, but it happened before the probation. So it happened October 23rd, 2023. When he was placed on probation here, maybe out of the
Did you represent him out there?
No, sir.
What happened out there?
Sorry?
It's still open.
I don't know. I think it's.
was released from custody January 7th, 2025. I'm not sure exactly what happened over there though.
And I can find out for the court, but he turned himself in here. He did not pick up anything new. He's been trying to get his life together, so he didn't pick up anything new here in Harris County or anywhere else.
Had quite the history with him as far as.
He has 74 days credit on our case here.
Is that what you want to do? Just plead?
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do that, but I want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you have my blessing if that's what you want to do. You
Then I'll
know,
talk to him real quick and.
just let me know.
Yes, sir.
I'm down if that's what you want to do. Just be done with it once and for all.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely. Okay, yes, please.
I have a Mr. Miguel Arce Hernandez for a plea, Your Honor.
Andes Cruz?
Arce Hernandez, Judge, is his last name, first last name is Arce, A-R-C. It's in the DWI and the FSGI. Time served on both states, Judge.
You know, the funny thing is that you were on bond for this case. We gave you a free bond and you were out in the free world. When you show up to court, good things happen. When you don't, no, when you don't show up and when you pick up new cases, this is what happens. You now have an immigration detainment. Instead of being able to do things the right way, perhaps getting it dismissed, you will now end up with 2 convictions and now you go to immigration. I hope that you next time listen.
Espero que la próxima vez vas a escuchar
We mean business.
que aquí estamos serios.
All we want our streets to be safe.
Solo queremos que nuestras calles y la vecindad sean seguros.
Now stand charged with driving while intoxicated
Sabe manejar ebrio.
and failure to stop and give information. On both of those cases, you are facing up to 6 months in jail
6 meses en
and or a $2,000
te
fine.
pudieron haber dado una multa de $2,000.
The agreement that you have worked out is 45 days in jail with credit for 15
Y crédito por 15
One.
días que ya llevas preso.
and 17 days credit
7 días crédito
on the FSGI.
de dar información.
You need to understand
Tienes que
that these charges will go on your record.
ir tu expediente.
They will be there for the rest of your life.
Van a estar ahí por el resto de tu vida.
You ever get pulled over in the future, first thing officers do, they look at your record.
Van a mirar tu expediente criminal.
When they see that you have a DWI, if they roll up to your window
Y van a
and they smell anything,
van a, digamos, pueden oler alcohol,
drugs,
drogas, lo que sea.
it's probably not going to go well for you.
No va a ir bien para
From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases.
30 días en la cárcel por cualquier caso.
Do you understand?
¿Entendido?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement.
Siendo muchos derechos
You give up the right to a trial,
si no está de acuerdo.
the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf,
Juicio y que vengan testigos a declarar en contra de usted.
the right to confront and cross-examine your witnesses. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences.
Consecuencias de inmigración. Ahora,
You can be deported,
pueden deportar,
excluded from the country,
negar entrada al país
denied naturalization under federal law.
bajo leyes federales.
You also give up the right to appeal.
Y también está rechazando el derecho a apelar.
You understand these rights.
¿Entender sus derechos?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Do you still want to do this?
¿Quieres ir adelante con esta declaración? Yes, sir.
How do you plead to both
¿Cómo
cases?
te
Guilty?
declaras a estos dos casos? ¿Culpable o no? Guilty.
I'm going to find you
Voy a
guilty.
juzgarte
I'm going
culpable.
to sentence you to 45 days in jail on both.
45 días.
Give you the credit that you have earned.
Te voy a dar crédito por el tiempo que tienes.
On the DWI, I will suspend your license for 90 days.
Ebrio, te voy a suspender.
Do not drive. Otherwise, you will probably go back to jail.
Si manejas, probablemente vas a ir a la cárcel de vuelta.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Judge, one last thing, I was appointed
Una
to
última cosa.
Mr. Hernandez.
Always goes without saying.
Thank you, Judge.
No te van a hacer pagar la multa.
All right.
Have a good day, Judge.
Buena suerte, dice.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. For the time being. Oh. Hold on, let me look. Because oh, no, Newman needs a GPS. He got an Agron. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Rock, this guy's time today. When you should thumb from the right, right, the right, right thumb and blue light, some seven goes down. Because that's the bottom of the board. Now we're gonna go. Thank you.
Did you look at your doctor?
Yeah, that's, I've been trying to go.
You know, you can talk to them while they're in the waiting room and send them a message.
They haven't reached my-
Oh.
Let me see. That's a good idea. Let me try.
I have been sure. I have been.
Yeah. And I guess if it's.
I'll put it on there. Dismissed as verbal, okay?
That's where it says, yes.
Yes, okay.
Oh, Mr. Johnson. You can look up from silent.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure it was you,
Raise your right hand.
Mr. Fernandez. Okay.
Good morning.
Hey, give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick. Mr. D, you ready?
Yes, sir. And that you were requesting judge post recommendation? Okay, you said it.
Okay, ready? Yes, sir. You also to the judge.
Do we still have YMAC available?
We do.
We are going to do this the easy way, or we're going to do this the hard way. If you think that you're just going to be able to skirt by and not do anything, it's not going to work. That's the way you've been doing things here now. For 397 days. We have available to us a boot camp that is about, what, 9 months?
Yes, sir.
It's called Young Men About Change. It's one of the resources that we have for those who just refuse. Look at me. I want you to hear me. And I want you to hear me loud and clear, Mr. Jones, or Mr. Joseph, because so far, you've done nothing of everything that we ask you to do. It's not going to continue. Do you understand?
Sir.
What we're doing now is you are being placed on the young adult caseload. This here is an opportunity for you to literally have people bend over backwards to help you. They will help you get a job. They will help you with resources with whatever you need. So if you're unable to follow through, it's all because of one person. You cannot blame others. It's if you really want to do it or not. And if you don't, and I'd like to keep it close because I want a status update within a month.
Okay.
to see what he's done, if anything, and if he hasn't, a motion will be filed. And young men about change is a very big possibility. And I mean, I want you to understand this. Can you please let him know everything that they had said earlier as far as what all will they help?
Oh, yes, so they're gonna help you get your ID, they're gonna help you get, whether GED readiness, or if you wanna get your high school diploma, they're gonna help you with that. And then enroll you in a vocational or trade school. That's the things they're gonna help with.
No, keep it.
Mr. Joseph, a vocation or trade school is about the best thing because you can seriously make a ton of money, $20 to $30 an hour if you get the right job. You could literally be raking in the money, thousands of dollars a month. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Dismiss the burglary judge and proceed on the unlawful carrying of weapon case.
I don't know if you understand how much they're helping you. They're dismissing the burglary case. You're going on the weapon case. Because when you have that burglary case on your record, no one hires burglars. Get it? They're literally everyone here's bending over backwards to help you. Do you understand? Forfeiture of the weapon, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
The agreement is a 9-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction. You give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement, Mr. Joseph, where if you violate this agreement, 1 iota, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. We will have a hearing. You're looking at either a year in jail or any other whole host of possibilities, including a boot camp. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
For you to successfully complete this, you must do a thinking for a change. You have already done the TRAS, which recommended the young adult caseload. So that's why we're doing this. No drugs, alcohol, random testing, substance abuse treatment. $25 hours of community service. If you get into a trade school or vocational school, I'll waive the community service for you.
Thank you, Judge.
You must get the GED. You must get your ID card and forfeiture of the weapon. Is this how you understand it? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning around. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 9 months. I'm not asking for much. Get it done. Make us proud. Be something. Look, waive all his fees. Okay?
Visa.
Hunter, are you ready on your trial? So I had several, Dustin, separate trial tomorrow. I've got you, I've got,
I was coming by here to talk to the state, but I'm ready.
okay, I think that your cases are oldest. So well, actually, what's her name's cases are oldest, then you. Have you heard from?
I haven't heard from, Brown. I don't believe we're gonna be reaching. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
So, I expect that is.
So you're up, both of you guys are up first. Dustin, what do you want to do?
I'm trying to get him to work it out.
Okay, I mean, we'll see, you know.
In the day,
I know.
getting probation is a lot of other, I'm not sure.
We're gonna have a panel regardless. So,
Needs to go, or something needs to be worked out, but, I'm sat next door, so I'll let them know that you're definitely gonna go on his, so I can go ahead and have my panel ready for next door, but I'm gonna try to still work it, get that one out.
okay, for sure. So you're set over there, 2 and 8?
Yeah.
Are you up first? Okay. Okay.
I was gonna do a question of that. Other case was first up.
Broholm is first.
That's first up, correct. That's-
Yeah, but I don't want to reset yours in case that one caves because I had like a fluttering feeling that it might, but I don't know.
I'll be
Because-
ready to go if need be. I was gonna talk to the state a little, see if there's something we can work out, but I'm ready to go.
Okay, yeah,
I think I have two.
you got 2, right?
Yeah, a DWI and a.
Guys, we need to order a panel at 12.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you got the cause number, or do you need it?
Yeah, that's for, yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Whatever one you want to put on there, don't matter. Yeah.
She's gonna try and zoom in. She can't speak.
Okay. Oh, Francisco, I totally forgot about you. Okay, what you got, buddy? Next time yell up. I always forget you're there. Just really, you gotta yell up. Say something. What do you got?
So, it's in the jet.
Francisco, who you got?
Oh, I have Mr. Rainier Sarmiento, SAR.
Yes, but there is the image.
It's a UCW, Your Honor. He has a pending case in red court. The agreement is if he gets into the PTI program, which he's already scheduled for the TRAS a week before May 29th, which that's when we
Oh,
are scheduled
dismiss
for
this
court.
one?
Yes, this is going to get dismissed if my client gets into the PTI program in red court.
In that, are you anticipating that to happen?
Yes, he's already doing his TRAS a week before his next scheduled date, which is May 29th.
You want me to put it for the same day?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Bottom of page 30. If you would put it for 5/29, same day as a felony.
Got it.
Okay, all right, we got you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Okay, you too, have fun.
Thank you.
Judge, we have a CHA, showed up just a little late and then we got TVs and all.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Page 12, Garcia, Rafael.
What time did he get here?
I'm not sure, Judge. I just know that he's a different color, which means he wasn't here on Sunday.
I was gonna,
I don't know what to tell you, they marked you late.
No, sir. Yes, sir. I was here on time.
Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. I was gonna see if I can have some more time so I can.
Absolutely, we'll give you more time. If you want to head on over to Victoria, we'll have you sign a reset. Good luck to you, sir. Ariel.
Hi, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, on John Ramirez, I
Do you have a
understand
cause
he's,
number? Do you have a cause number by chance?
yes, I do. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
256 1038.
When is it gonna be?
Yes. Okay, so on this case, they wanted to do something and I didn't know whether you knew about it or not. And I didn't want to, the sheriff's office is, okay, what's the word?
So, many conditions were from the felony, and it's stating that the defendant's gonna go to SAFP. And I think that was after we did the jail instructions on Thursday. This was done on Friday. So the felonies, the sheriffs are gonna follow the felony over the misdemeanor, and the sheriff's gonna confirm whether or not we're gonna recall.
So, right, if I remember correctly, your guy was supposed to go to some kind of
Mental health center.
the mental
Yes,
health
we were,
center, and then they're
correct.
going to dismiss this, but in
Correct.
felony court, they want to send it to safe P.
Right, that is my understanding. And I have no objections to him going to Safe P. How do we go about our release instructions so that it's not conflicting if he is to go there instead of the Harris Center?
I
That's
think that
on
they're
our,
going to take priority like usual felony
Okay.
over ours. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
I don't think that there's nothing for us to do. They're just gonna send him to safety, right? Or do we need to like
Yes.
kill our
You
instructor?
still want him to go to the mental health center though?
Well, no, I'd rather him go to safety.
Okay.
Right.
We can recall the release instruction. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just wanna
So
confirm.
does that mean that you have to do like a,
I'll just tell the sheriff that we're no longer gonna do the releasing.
remember,
that.
what's the thing that you do? Or they're set aside?
No, well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he did.
You did it the other day, man. Or-
He signed the release instructions, but I mean, we did it like court directive without, so that was our signature. So we did-
I mean, yeah, you could do a court directive to just, hey, recall or
yeah,
don't
we're
listen
gonna
to
send
us.
one to the sheriffs to let them know, because that's what
Okay.
they're looking for.
Yeah, then do that.
Safety, we send them.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna let them know not to follow us and to do the felony thing.
Okay, sounds good, Judge. Thank you. Let
Thank
me
you
know
for
if there's
coming back
anything
in.
else that I need to do.
I didn't want to make a decision without you knowing, basically, you know?
I really appreciate that, Judge.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Strong, for coming back.
Of course, you have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
I just told him.
So we resolved one against us, on the state tomorrow. It's, he took a plea on felony. I think it just fell through the cracks. I just told him.
Okay,
So that one.
but your other one, we're still good to
I'm gonna
go.
step out and talk to my client, let him know what the offer is, but there's a chance that one might have to go, depending on what my client.
I want to go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, I'm not.
Come on. Try it. Please, let's do it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We need to try more cases.
So before John, when was the last case?
No, months. We need to try cases. So let's do it.
Not against it. I'm gonna step out and talk to my client.
Yeah. Did you get Reba Sandoval?
I did.
Okay, because Corrigan's on it now. He just filed a motion to withdraw. I'm gonna grant it because I didn't know. Okay, I'll grant it and then that way you can stick it on.
So I need to follow this substitution.
No. I just filed a motion. I just signed this withdrawal.
Judge, did you want to go over just a few?
Let's go over all of them.
Okay, page 2, Bonilla. Cases that were arraigned in federal to appear first time.
2501.
Page 4, bottom of 4. I know council approached, but I didn't hear what y'all talked about. No?
I hope she didn't leave because we haven't finished.
Okay. I did send her an email asking her to scrutinize.
Okay.
Page 5, citizen was set for THA, failed to appear.
Right here.
Citizen was, okay, THA.
Come on up, sir.
Council didn't check in, Judge, because he's not archiving, but it's.
Did you check in with one of the deputies when you got here? Okay, well, we missed you.
Yellow.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, sir, I need some more time because I just got paid today.
Okay, that's fine, not a problem. If you want to step on over, THA, we'll give you more time. Just got paid today.
What?
No.
Oh, I thought you were.
Have y'all been helped? Got it.
Hey, this is better than YouTube. I'm actually here in person.
Ma'am? Oh, you're with him?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
All right, come in inside.
Ma'am? Are you with him?
No, I'm here with my office. We're still waiting.
Ah,
The
okay.
attorney's not here.
I'm in contact with him.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go. It's pretty close. Guys, you ready for the next one?
No.
Okay.
Ah, I have Miss Freedy coming back. hopefully. Are you mom of Miss Salas? Okay, I guess let's go, if you want to go through it. Oh, hold on a second, we got. So, hey, you want to go on the failure to report?
That's,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what is it? Is it 75 to 40? What do we do?
Yes, ma'am.
74? All right, so good morning, Ms. Robinson. So you were placed on probation for the assault of a family member. It seems that it just didn't work out. You need to understand, though, that this has really serious consequences. There is affirmative finding of family violence, where there was when you entered the probation, but now this is now going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You could never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain. You realize that. You pick up a gun, that in and of itself, with regard to our stuff, it's a class A misdemeanor. You can't. I don't know what else you have floating around. If you have any felony convictions, then you really can't have a gun. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Or, I'm sorry, weapon. That's a very loose term.
Yes, sir.
Now, the agreement is 150 days in jail with credit for the 74 days that you've done. Is it true or untrue that you failed to report as directed on May 14th, 2024?
That's true.
I'm going to find that it's true. We are now going to reform the judgment. It will reflect as a conviction on your record. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Judge.
Absolutely. You too. Very nice to see you. Wait, has he signed all this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in it. Got it. Okay. So you don't need it.
Hey, State, can you file that dismissal for Joseph Johnson at the BNB?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Freedy, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Come up, Ms. Salas. Mom, you can come up too if you want. All I want. The only thing I want is clean. I want you to be clean. You tested positive for a whole host of things on Friday. We tested you again today. The great thing, there's only THC, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to give you 50 days from the day that I first told you not to use. If it's still in your system after that time, it tells you that you continue to use, it's not going to go well. So just don't. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If there are issues, you need to find other, coping mechanisms. That, not, well, these, well, we have all these open. You understand? All right, so I'm going to continue supervision now, Ms. Freedy. So she first was. So do you mind setting her for toward the end of May? please. You're gonna get drug tested again. It's gonna be random. Be ready. You understand, man?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna have you sign a reset. We'll have you get with your lawyer and then that's it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Thanks for coming back.
Go ahead and sign.
What is your last name again? That's right. He picked up another case.
Right, there you go, you're free to go.
Homeboy picked up another case.
I mean, still, no, I didn't.
He literally picked up a third freaking case.
Judge, did you mind it?
Hillamis. Philisana. Serenity now.
If it's a BDR, I've emailed Chad to swing by.
No. He literally 3 days ago picked up another reckless.
But Chad's the original attorney on the other cases, so I emailed him to swing by.
Do we know if he's coming?
I haven't heard from him, but I can give him a call.
You told me it was not gonna give him a big case.
To reappoint.
Yeah.
It's a BDR.
I guess so, just because it's, he's just too busy. I don't know.
That's something.
Did I just put that set aside in for the relation?
Okay. Hey. Oh, what's up?
I'm approaching on Faith Taylor.
Okay.
Apparently she just went to get a drug test and she tested positive for THC.
Come up, Miss Taylor. Do you have an offer in this case? Is Miss Taylor? So here's the deal. Your case is 425 days old and it's time to put this baby to bed. So I've given your lawyer 30 days. At the next setting, you must be back here and we're going to decide what to do. You must either accept the plea bargain from the state, your case will be set for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell you now, the next time you take off on me, I'm going to have the bond so high, your head will be spinning. Do you understand? All that we ask is you to show up to court. And when you do, good things happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Please. All right. 30 days, later trial.
This way.
Hey, Mr. Reed, how are you?
Oh, great. Approach on Mr. McCormick.
529.
So, set for bond forfeiture today. Spoke to him. Warned him of the court date.
He's not here.
He was almost done with the class. I don't have proof of the class and he's not here.
Okay, I'm gonna end up revoking it and then, do you want to stay on it or do you want to withdraw?
Doesn't matter to me.
Me too. I don't,
Okay.
whatever, dealer's choice, whatever you
All right.
want.
Thank you, Judge.
5001.
What's this?
McCormick.
Drug testing next setting?
No, let's just clear trial, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead and sign for your visit, please.
Harold,
Just can you hear me?
yeah, hey, what's up?
I can barely hear you, but
I can hear you fine.
are you there? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Your Honor, I'm there for Mr. O'Neill, if he's there.
Okay. Tell me about Mr. O'Neill.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. Well, I don't have a way of contacting him, Your Honor, and I had to zoom in, but I wanted to let him know that I did a referral for him at the MAC if he could go to the Cotton Exchange building at 1310 Prairie.
You don't have a cell phone, do you? Guys, do we have a phone perhaps that he can use right over there so he can talk to Harold? 'Cause I don't want him to talk in front of everybody, you know? For Mr. O'Neill, top of page 27. Can we let him use that phone there so he can call him? Or Harold can call over here?
Or I call the holdover or something right there in the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put them right there in the front.
Okay. Okay, Mr. O'Neill, come on up. So,
You could just call a number here and I was just having.
the 927, what is it?
3199.
3199? Okay, Harold.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna chat you this phone number. This is the phone number to the holdover. If you don't mind calling over there.
Sure.
Back there just so you can talk to him.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want you to talk in front of everyone, so just let him know what's going on, and when you're done, come back and then we can talk and go from there.
Okay.
That's the number to the holdover right there, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
Okay, hey guys, you ready?
Yes.
Hey, I've got, okay, hi.
Can we talk to you about Mr. Wiggins?
Okay.
He's in custody.
Okay.
I think we have to approach because of the age of the case. He's got the felonies pending. My understanding is that
They made a new offer.
they made a new offer.
On the felonies that would take care of everything. I'm not sure what is.
I don't,
Something that is, you think that it's gonna happen or no?
It was 5 TBC on that.
5 TDC.
yeah.
It's
And
a
I
hard,
could
it's a
represent him on
hard pill
the,
to swallow, you know?
yeah.
Do we know, have they given him a timeline as to when?
I don't know. I can see if there's any other notes in the file, but.
I mean, do they have like plea deadlines over there? I don't know.
Handle those.
So ours is literally, the assault's a year old.
Yes.
So I think that we should probably set it.
Okay, set both of them or just the assaults? Because the VPO was only 265 days old.
Still old.
It is, it is.
What do you think? Great state of Texas?
Because there are a great deal of felonies upstairs, whatever.
I'm just hoping that this will kind of,
That's my hope as well.
no, I don't want to sit here and wait another 90 days,
Yeah.
you know?
I do think that ultimately our cases are gonna get resolved with something upstairs. There's a great deal going on upstairs as far as, he has 5 felonies right now.
Is discovery complete?
I do believe so. They're at the, set it or take it kind of phase, is my understanding on those felonies. The next felony date is on the 30th.
Right, so let's set it for trial after that day,
Okay,
so right now they're set for 5:30. So we could literally set ours for trial June 3rd.
okay.
Can you do that?
Both cases?
Yeah, because by then that one's gonna be over 300 days too,
Okay,
might as well.
okay.
And then you guys choose which one to go on. I would assume it's probably gonna be the AFM. And then if it works out on that time, great,
Okay,
because that would resolve everything.
okay. Thank you, Judge. May be excused.
Do they order a panel?
Yeah.
Mr. Henderson,
Yeah, good.
he picked up another case.
Yeah, made aware of that.
We haven't done PC on it. I don't know anything about it. So coming up, Mr. Villasana. Oh, okay.
Walker?
Hey, so did you see on McCormick 7503?
Oh, now if I.
Yeah, he's 3 times it. It's
Okay, also.
good.
Oh, was it just? You took off for a second. You can really want to have some, whatever you want. However you want to stand it, whatever you want to stand it. Some courts now want the attorney. Nah, no, then it when then they put them out to the country. I go with way I want to. Well, they figure they're not gonna attack the way they're not attacking all the time. We put each to the prosecutor. They would do it for me either this or that, so they didn't thank you. Because he's right next door. Talk about you to the prosecutor. If I'm right, they have to barrier somewhere.
I took away your privilege to drive because of the cases that you had picked up. You came here asking, please, please, I can't do anything, I want to drive. And now you've picked up a reckless driving.
I know you're not, don't say anything.
Let me express my disappointment, Mr. Villasan. I have repeatedly asked you to abide by bond conditions, insomuch that I ordered you not to drive recklessly, race, anything of this nature. And now another reckless driving.
I told you, this is not the.
And just.
That's it for trial. This is not the day for you to make any comments concerning the new law violation.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, so if you don't mind reading what happened on the newest case, please.
Yes, Judge. On April 25th, 2025, in Orange County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was informed of a street takeover and observed, went to the location and observed the defendant performing donuts in the parking lot in the middle of a crowd of people and vehicles. The event included approximately 5 donuts within a crowd of 150 vehicles, and he got within 10 feet of striking vehicles and people inside the pit of the takeover. The law enforcement officer held the vehicle, leave the location, initiated a traffic stop, and identified the defendant.
So they located what about the vehicle now?
They saw him from the depths, they saw him doing donuts, and they saw him leave the location, and they followed behind him, and they initiated the traffic stop.
This is not.
Mr. Villasana, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case, and I'm now ordering you not to drive. If I find that you drive, and I don't care what it is, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive.
It depends because it's already.
Because you did the exact thing I asked you not to do repeatedly. I am now revoking your bond as well, and I'm putting you in jail.
Can I say something now?
You cannot.
That's a
You
lie.
say something to me in this year and out that year, third, case.
That's a lie though. What they said I did,
Stop.
it's a lie.
Look at,
So, am I gonna get a bond?
yeah, I'm gonna set your bond.
I could pay a bond.
It's the bond, Judge.
$5,003 on the first two.
Oh,
5,003 on both.
On both cases.
5,003 on the theft, and then 5,003 on the racing. Did he get a PR bond on the reckless? Do you know? Let me see.
It's on Docket there, right?
Yeah, no, he paid a surety bond. He got a surety bond on that one. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one as is. The newest one, I'll leave as is. The other ones,
5,000 and 5,000. Okay.
was this at night?
Judge, looks like it was.
So, hey, Roxanne, on Mr. Villasana, no drugs, no alcohol. I'm putting him on a curfew with a GPS monitor so he's not out at night, 9 PM to 6 AM. No driving, no weapons.
Consider it house arrest.
I don't know. I mean,
But Judge, I would object to the house arrest. But house arrest is no reserved for people accused with felony offenses.
yeah, I mean, I, at least let's not have him out in the middle of the night, at night, and then a scram on the other one so he's not drinking. And then I think that's it. And then we'll pay the fees for everything as well.
Which case we have, let's go on to?
He paid a surety.
On the record?
No, on the, oh yeah, on the reckless, yeah.
On the reckless,
Yeah.
it's surety, but the first, the racing, that race on the,
Yeah, that's why we're looking the first two, 5,003, and then, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming.
Judge.
I know that you're busy upstairs and it's a little bit more high maintenance, so thanks. Hopefully now's the,
I have a new appointment, Your Honor. It's Mr. Riva Sandoval.
yeah, okay.
Judge, I was looking at the DIMS and I have a concern about PC and I wanted to see if maybe we can revisit
Okay,
that.
let's do it. Let me see.
Judge, can I interrupt? I'm sorry.
So Harold, let me do
Yes,
this real quick, and then let me do this real quick and then I'll hit you up next, Harold.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
On October 24, 2022, in Harris County, Texas, an officer responded to an accident involving a pedestrian. Upon arrival, the officer observed a single car in front of a Houston Fire Department fire engine, the defendant standing by. The officer asked the defendant, who is the driver of the vehicle involved in the accident, for identification. The defendant handed the officer what appeared to be a Texas ID card bearing the name of Jose Santos Rivas Sandoval, date of birth, January 23rd, 1923.
So it says Jose Santos Rivas Sandoval?
That's correct, John.
Okay.
The officer ran the information on the card through the NCIC TCIC database, trying to do a different name and information. The card easily unglued while holding it, and it was clearly made with paper and lint.
Oh,
So my concern, Judge, is that I get it that if the state is saying that he was in possession of a false ID, it seems like, but I don't see anything in the facts showing his knowledge that the piece of it that he had knowledge of its falsity, which the police officer had to have reasonable suspicion for each element. And there's not one single sentence, not a word that goes to showing that he had knowledge of its falsity. In fact, the DIMS actually go to the contrary, where it says the defendant did not provide a statement about the fictitious ID and only stated that it was suspended. If anything, it actually goes in his favor, showing that he believed that it was actually a valid ID. So there's nothing going to its falsity, and therefore it shouldn't be.
you give someone a license and you can kind of peel off the Xerox or what? Does that show knowledge of its falsity? I don't know.
That done, Your Honor, that it's clearly made with paper and lamination as provided to the DIMS, that itself is circumstantial evidence of the knowledge that the defendant would have had that it was a false ID.
But the statute doesn't talk about any type of circumstantial evidence or constructive knowledge. It says knowledge of falsity.
I know, I'd have to do a deeper dive into this. I don't know.
In fact,
And now it's like really late. You want to roll it to tomorrow? We can do a deeper dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judge, I could do some case law research about it.
For sure.
Knowledge you should.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Harold.
Hey, Judge. So I talked with Mr. O'Neill, and we're still trying to figure out how he's going to get his personal stuff back. So we agreed if you don't mind, we could set his case for Thursday. That way I'll
Yes,
still have a way to
absolutely.
contact
Whatever
him.
I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. If you want to
Yes, sir.
do.
And then I know Mr. Garcia, I believe it's Garcia this morning. He's going to come back on Thursday to test. So I'll have two people there. So that'll be no problem.
Yeah, we'll get you a reset and we'll let him out.
Yes, sir.
On Mr. O'Neill, if you just want to roll it to Thursday.
That's May 1st, right?
So he's trying to get his stuff. Yeah, so Harold's trying to get in touch with the family to try to coordinate all that, you know?
Didn't he have two cases?
No?
No, O'Neill has just one, and then Mr. Garcia, I believe this morning, the other gentleman we were testing, he was another person.
He had two cases. I see what you mean.
Okay.
But yeah, I had two people.
Okay. All right, Harold, you're good to go, man.
All right, thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
So I'm on Miss Laura again. The prosecution's made an offer on her case. And I was gonna see if I could take her out to go over the plea paper. If you would
wanna
accept it.
Just dispose of it?
Yes.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Sure.
All right, thank you.
Hey, tell her not to leave though. Tell her not to leave.
And then, Ralphie Jimenez, the prosecutor, chief filed for dismissal.
Great. Oh, your new case.
Yeah, because I figured we'd maybe talk Win first before we bring him out and.
He did, placed him on probation on June 25th, 2024. He filled a report, in July, August, and September. They also did a school visit, provided him reporting instructions, and he did report behavior.
Oh, see. We had a ton of problems with this dude.
We wanted him to make the decision, make him a gun safety class and complete high school with a history.
What about Wyman?
I can talk about that.
I could talk to him about it.
I'm gonna amend it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And the problem is that you don't get to see what we see a lot of times.
Right.
We have a lot of history with him and we had a lot of history with him while he was on bond.
Yeah.
He was quite a bit of trouble. So that's why as soon as you said Coates, I'm like, oh, Elijah.
Yeah.
You know,
So, yeah, and I was talking to the state, that's kind of like tough because it's an 18-year-old kid. I don't want him to end up with a conviction.
No.
All because of this, but it seems like he went through some home issues when I was telling her about when she was trying to get his GED. He got in a fight with his sister, which caused the mom, which is his aunt, I guess, to kick him out of the house. A lot of that, and I think responsibility is not at the forefront of mind when, I don't know, I think it's like a guidance issue, but
I think that's probably
yeah.
Don't we have a TRS on file for this? So we can get one.
No, let's do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's because I think don't we need a recommendation regardless? Right. So we'll send it for TRAS. We'll expedite it so it gets done within the next couple of days. We could hopefully have a response by Friday, you know? So we'll see what they recommend because I think they know once they interview him, they'll take his life circumstances, what he's doing, what he has done, if any kind of drug activity, any kind of mental diagnosis, and then wrap it up and let us know exactly what to do.
Okay.
And as I told you, with these, I would approve.
I don't want to stick him with a conviction.
Right.
I'm with you.
And yeah, I definitely don't want to either.
And we give them the opportunity to do it on their own. He's shown he's not able to. That's when now we got to micromanage.
Sure.
So,
Do you want me to bring him back early next week or?
what say you?
Let me get the date from the
Sure.
lady before you decide TRS and.
Okay, great. And I'll talk with him in the meantime while that's getting set up and we'll go from him.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you wanna go to the list?
So how much is the bond?
Any short, Judge? Hernandez? Adrian?
Morning, Mr. Coates.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Iffy.
You're here because we had to issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
It's the only way we get to see you. We asked you to do things. You told us you were gonna do things, promised us you were gonna do things, yet
Half that reasoning is on my aunt because she is my ride to most of these things. And she couldn't help me out. I got into it with her, with my sister, over some money issues. Because remember when I was working at Dave's? So after that, she was like, you got to leave because she wasn't trying to hear nothing I was saying. And I wasn't being disrespectful or
I
nothing.
wouldn't want to either.
But
It looks like you're already starting to blame everybody else.
I'm not like,
But you are.
yes, sir.
You know, at the end of the day, it's all
On me.
on you. When you have the heart, when you have the will, you can do damn near anything. If you really wanted to, you could find a bus, could call a friend, you know, could take an Uber.
It's hard when you're watching two kids, sir, and working. I was watching two kids, my baby brother and the kid that's mine, but not mine. And I'm working. And also, we had a deal on me doing my GED. I was working on that. There is proof for that. Literally.
We don't have proof of anything.
The other lawyer, that other lady that was in here, I forgot her name, but she was seeing somebody else. That was my first court-appointed lawyer. She has that proof. She showed y'all that the first time.
That was before you got on probation, dude. You're supposed to continue with it.
Before I got on probation, I thought I was on deferred. This was while I was on deferred. The deferred deal was if I did that, I was getting off of that in 3 months. That's exactly what you told me, sir. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to bring nothing back. I'm not trying to argue. I understand where I'm wrong.
I get it.
You know what I
The
mean?
problem is, in this world, you're only as good as the proof that you have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. So you tell me this, you tell me that. I ask and I have staff that tells me, okay, this is what he's done. This is what he's not done. He hadn't even shown up once. You didn't even show up once. Did you get your offender identification card? That's the first thing that you got to do when you even get on a deferred. You literally done nothing. So what now? I truly don't know how to go forward. So what I would like to do is do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see where we go from here.
Wednesday.
I'm going to expedite it so you don't just sit there. We have the TRAS set for Wednesday. I'd like you to talk to them to see how we go forward, and they'll give us an analysis and they'll, talk to you, see where you are in life, what's gone on, and give us a better indication of how to go forward. But I just don't
I'm gonna
know.
lose my job. I just found a good job. I'm learning this, what's on your table, that marble, I'm learning how to cut that and polish that. Like, it's a good job. Like, I understand I was supposed to do these things. Like, I've missed these things, and it's no apology could fix that, of course. But again, there was a lot going on in life. It's no excuse. It's no excuse to what I was supposed to do, and I knew I was supposed to do it. But it was a lot going on in life. My auntie was half the reason of me being a ride. She was my ride, and I don't have that ride. So now everywhere I do go, I do need the metro now, which is not no deal, because now I'm doing this on my own. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to worry about kids. I ain't got to worry about no other jobs. I really wasn't though, sir. I really wasn't. I was having resources. I was having y'all help me out with this too. There's probably no proof there with that, but I was.
Be that as it may, I'm doing this TRAS. I'm going to try to get it done as quick as possible. I'm going to try to get the results as quick as possible to see how we go forward, because I just don't know.
Can I have a bond?
I did set you a bond. I always set you a bond. I don't hold people at no bond. Very, very few instances can can I really legally hold someone at no bond. But it would be foolish for me to just think that let you out and hope that it happens again. You know,
I
because
really don't like coming in here. You ain't gonna see me no more. I know you can't just do it because again, what I already did puts an image out on me that I'm not gonna do anything for it. Like
not
I understand.
It's reality. Perception is reality.
Yes, sir.
You know? So we'll set you for Wednesday. I'm not gonna set you. You want to set it for Friday?
Yes.
We'll set it for Friday. Hopefully, we'll have a good roadmap of how to go forward on that day. And in between, we have Sean here to help you out. You can always talk to Sean. He's great for whatever you may need. And then I'll see you back on Friday.
Judge Bond's set at what, 10,000 right now?
It's set at codes.
How long a time I'm looking at if none of this go through? The whole year? Great.
The reason I have it the amount that I do is because of his multiple non-appearances, multiple bond violations. I have at least probably 3 different times he failed to appear. As far as bond violations, I have
2 of those.
Yeah, 2 bond violations. So, and now a motion to adjudicate. So I really think that just bond is appropriate as how it's set now. See you Friday. Thank you.
May I approach on this one? I have a quick question as well. When we were doing the paperwork, just on the plea paperwork for acknowledgement of the plea, at the top, it says guilty / no low contender. She was asking me if she could plead no contest.
Is there an accident in this case?
Sorry, Honorable Mom.
Okay.
No, I see, Your Honor.
Sure.
I just. I'm sorry, let me double check.
Please, can you?
I'm looking right now, Judge.
Oh, she was slumped over the wheel. It looks like.
There's no accident. It was.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right, thank you. Can I call her up? All right, great.
I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. At some point, if you continue the way you are, you're really going to do some damage. Hopefully, not something that you kill someone because, now you've dug yourself a little hole, but it's not so deep that you can't get out of. There are programs here where if you successfully complete this, if you apply, they grant you entry and you complete, this gets dismissed. What you're doing now is you're just pleading guilty to be done with this. I'm sure that there's no evidence that's even in. You may be found not guilty, but the evidence is not in. So you can't, this isn't Target where if you don't like it, you can just, oh, you know what, I want to change my mind. I want to fight the case. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. You can never undo this plea after today. Do you understand this?
I have a question about that. For the no contest.
I'm still going to find you guilty. it's still going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You saying no contention, most people would do that so they don't get sued in a civil court for a civil matter, right? It has nothing to do with this. It's still a conviction on your record.
And we discussed that, we discussed that. And there is discovery and we're just missing a little, the station video, Your Honor.
Once you plead, there's no turning around. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I went over it extensively with her as well, Your Honor,
trust
because
you.
I had
I know.
some questions, but
When you take a half-ass approach to things in life, you get a half-ass result. This will trail you for the rest of your life. Whenever you want to apply for government loans, when you want to apply for a new house, a car, when you want to get car insurance, what do you think a DWI is going to do? You have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I was saying. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it'll be there forever. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above, ma'am? Someone to find that that's true? There is a $6,000 surcharge that tacks on to you when you plead guilty to a DWI. I told you there are consequences. $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
would you waive that fee, Your Honor, based on her indigency?
Why? Why would we give her yet another reward?
Because she has the issue, I think a lot of us.
Get it? But she's testing positive for dope that she shouldn't be. She's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time. Why would it, another reward?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Not why. I have 2 children and I take care of them. I have left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In every single case that we see here with people with the issue, the apple doesn't fall far. Kids are just like their parents. They will emulate you in every single way. If you're nice, if you're smart, if you're easygoing, if you're patient, it all stems from, imagine you are the stalk of a tree, right? Your kids are the limbs. They grow straight. They grow beautiful into just grateful looking flowers, or they can be, and this is my concern. You're testing positive for these types of things. You're taking the easy way out instead of addressing the issue head just up front. I'm telling you, if you don't, something catastrophic is going to happen. And God forbid, kids in you with your car, If you ever get pulled over in the future, the officers, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have this DWI and you have anything remotely funky on your breath, you're acting in an abnormal state, even the faintest smell of alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. Do you understand? I'm going to waive the fee for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't want more time?
I think that the situation boils down.
I won't put her into custody, but I'll expect her to do like AAs every day. If you
Did you want to do that?
wanna do this, I can give you time. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna test you twice a week, so I know you're not using, and I want you to do NA every single day.
Can I talk to her, yeah? I'm gonna tell her I'm home.
I don't want you to rush in and make a lifetime mistake, because that's what you could be doing right now.